Hi, I'm Roy. I am a fat personal trainer.
Mortician's all mad that it's not a dead body.
I know, right? Sexpuppe auf diese Art und Weise entsorgt.
I'm a trans American living in Germany. Here are 3 things that I can do here that I can't in the US.
We had enough of Orban.
Happy Eid al-Fitr.
Hey, cover that face.
And he was like, wow, Zoe, I cannot believe that you think my vote would have been a waste. Ah! Shut the f*** up.
This personal trainer wants to let you know the fat fitness experts are the best fitness experts.
If you're a fat personal trainer, you should be executed.
One of my favorite things is when the trash takes itself out. Hi, I'm Roy. I am a fat personal trainer. Personally, I advocate for body inclusivity in the fitness space always, so I have no regrets about being in a larger body now.
We'll go back to it.
As it stands now, I don't work with clients who work specifically on weight loss goals.
Do you see, this is perfect. This perfectly encapsulates the judgmental mindset of the left.
Yes.
In trying to be tolerant, I specifically don't work with clients who seek out a personal trainer to lose weight. You're judging people for wanting to lose weight, which, by the way, is the reason for your profession. I think that it's mean to exclude people who are seeking help and guidance to solve a problem, namely being overweight. But that's just me, Mr. Old-Fashioned.
People flock to me because they no longer found me intimidating. I've been featured in Men's Health magazine. I was recently in a music video about loving your body, and I'm currently on a billboard in Times Square. You can think that size inclusive and fat personal trainers want to be executed.
Nice nail
want,
polish.
But we're not going anywhere.
Well, you are likely the grave if you keep it up. Let's be honest. We don't see a lot of fat 80-year-old personal trainers. Here's a music video with him showing some of his parlor tricks.
It's sorry for all That's an extra large shirt, by the way.
We shouldn't shame people for being a little bit chubby. I get it. Almost brings a tear to my eye when I see someone overweight in the gym trying to get it done. If they're jogging down the street and someone is overweight, I go, hey, no one else is doing it. They need encouragement. But they deserve encouragement because they've recognized something real and they're trying to improve themselves. You don't need to have empathy for people who are not improving themselves and demanding that you support their poor decisions. Let me ask you this. What is the metric by which this man's professional aptitude would be judged? You are a personal trainer, okay? We can't measure you. We can't quantify it by weight lost. Certainly, I guarantee if he's doing that, it wouldn't be muscle gained, wouldn't be body fat percentage, wouldn't be VO2 max, wouldn't be cardiovascular ability, wouldn't be stamina, wouldn't be strength. How? Oh, by people feeling good. Okay, and who do you exclude? Anyone who wants something that can be quantified other than feeling good. This video that I've not seen is living proof that you never know what to expect in the big city.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Okay. Oh, it's a pause. So what do we? Oh, you're playing a game with me?
Yes, we have to guess what happens next.
Okay.
Is it A, dang Billy, the man carjacks the person filming the video?
Okay.
Is it B, the man gets destroyed by a vehicle?
Well, that could be funny.
Or is it C, he arrives on time for his job at the local mechanic engineering firm?
Oh, come on now.
Mechanical engineering.
You're laying it on thick.
Hey, this is a trick question. The answer is D. All the kids at the party get scared, and I saw this movie. This is Signs.
I tell you what.
He makes a giraffe balloon.
If it is A, and he carjacks a man completely nude, he's earned the car.
He wins.
You know what, dude? If that's me, have it. You can have it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, well, come on. I mean, he's like, nothing up my sleeve. Well, you have no sleeves. All right, give me the answer, Tool
All right,
Man.
here we go. The answer is...
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys,
Eliminated by a Prius?
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, he never heard it coming.
Black man could get hit by a Prius.
It looks like he anticipated, like he deliberately ran in to get hit by that car.
He was looking that way.
Yeah, like he was like, I want to ruin someone's day. Prius!
That would be a weird insurance fraud case.
Yes.
Like the insurance agent can be like, you could have had clothes. What a clothes problem.
Yeah, you hit someone? No, he hit me, really.
Yeah. No, you're calling all states, sir. You meant to call some state. That's
It's
our
your
you and
worst
good
nightmare.
hand jobs.
It hit me so hard my clothes fell off.
I was fully clothed right before that.
That would be hilarious if he was only wearing shoes and when he got hit, there was nothing but a pair of shoes. In Germany, police, they made what they thought was a pretty grisly discovery. Don't worry, it's okay. In Rostock, Germany, there's a twist.
Der Notruf ging am Samstagabend gegen 19 Uhr bei der Polizei in Rostock ein. Ein Spaziergänger meldet einen verdächtigen Müllbeutel. Er glaubt, eine verweste Hand darin gesehen zu haben. Es folgt ein Großaufgebot der Polizei. Spurensicherung, Gerichtsmedizin und auch die Feuerwehr ist vor Ort, um beim Ausleuchten zu helfen.
Okay.
Sogar eine Drohne kommt zum Einsatz. Doch erst nach 5 Stunden die große Überraschung. Im Müllbeutel ist keine Leiche, sondern eine Sexpuppe.
Pause. Pause. To people listening on audio, yes, you heard correctly. It turned out that the murder victim that was found turned out to be a sex doll after a 5-hour investigation. Jeez. But here's what's most interesting.
Say it right.
Most interesting. A sex pulpit. Because, like, there's often some crossover with English, French, or Spanish, like coffee is cafe, right?
Right.
Almost none with German, except for sex puppet.
Sex puppet, which of course is German for Pinocchio.
What must that sex puppet have done to deserve this treatment? Look at that.
His nose wouldn't grow.
That's the last time I ever do this with you. Sets it on fire.
Nothing else crosses. There's no crossover between German and English.
No.
Except sex pulpit.
Sex puppet.
All right, sorry. Can we play? I just want to hear it again. And they take it so seriously.
Okay. Rewind it a little bit. There we go.
Sondern eine Sexpuppe.
Klinischen Tatortarbeit, so will ich es mal nennen, liegt auch der große zeitliche Aufwand. Und in solchen Fällen ist es eben wichtig, dass man sich genug Zeit nimmt und in Ruhe vorgeht. Zumal man hier auch davon ausgehen musste, dass es hier auch keine lebendige Person ist, die ärztlicher Hilfe bedurfte.
Ärztliche Hilfe brauchten die Einsatzkräfte in diesem Fall nicht. Die Ermittlungen wurden eingestellt. Und auch ein schon angeforderter Bestatter wurde abbestellt. Nur eine Sache bleibt noch zu klären. Warum niemand eine Sexpuppe auf diese Art und Weise entsorgt.
I love how they still try and add an element of mystery. Like only one thing remains is why would they dispose of a sex puppet in this manner? We will get to the bottom of this. It's a pervert. There you go. There's a choose your own path.
Yes. What does a sex puppet do to you?
He just didn't want his mom to find it.
I know.
I can picture them interrogating it. Like, sex puppet. Were you cheating?
I'm a trans American living in Germany. Here are 3 things that I can do here that I can't in the US.
If I lose my German ID, I can get a new one with the correct gender marker. But if I lose my US passport, the replacement would have the wrong gender because the State Department is changing trans people's documents to match what's on their original birth certificate. In Germany, I can pick up my hormones with my public health insurance card. But in some parts of the US, Medicaid wouldn't cover it, so I wouldn't be able to. That said, getting care in Germany isn't always easy. Wait times can be long, and insurance doesn't always cover everything. If I was a teacher in Florida or Utah instead of Berlin, I would actually be committing a crime to use the bathroom.
Germany doesn't have bathroom bans.
Not all the bathrooms.
Where I can pee.
That doesn't mean transphobia doesn't still exist here.
Now do trans Gentile. See how that works out for you.
Absolutely. And by the way, you just talked about being able to go in whatever bathroom. You went into a onesie. You didn't go into a shared bathroom with other people. You went into a single stall bathroom.
I've been
That's still fine here.
Stabbed by 3 Muslims this week. Still better than Trump.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, just again, keep in mind, I want you to keep this in mind and make sure that everyone you talk with knows this. Says this person says in Germany, it's paid for by socialized healthcare. Yeah, you, the American taxpayer, you, the worker, you subsidize this free healthcare in Germany. Hey, hold on a second, Germany, don't come to us to be the enforcement arm for NATO. Go, love that free internet, love those free hormone blockers for. Yeah, it's really nice. By the way, I guarantee you, there's a direct correlation with the degeneracy going up and entitlements going up. And the willingness to serve and fight for your country going down. I don't have that in front of me, but I would be willing to bet, and we'll get to some of those numbers in a second. It's also proof positive that the United States shouldn't be involved in wars unless we take over the country. Germany should be ours. You know why? Because at this point, the Allies, they won. We should have taken Germany so that we don't end up with some crazy leaving this country to go to a country that we subsidize using our tax dollars against us to degeneratize, if that's a word, the entire Western world. Lesbian Dracula.
You're not getting Sherlock Holmes.
It feels like our last chance to show up and, I don't know, to make a message out there.
You hate to see a clown frown.
We had enough of Orban.
Oh my gosh.
I could say it's literal clown world, but that'd be too on the nose. American Girl. It's supposed to be about America, right? It's sort of an American icon. American Girl dolls. American girls play with these American Girl dolls. Well, now they've introduced their anti-American Girl doll because everything has to be ruined. And this one wants to wish you a happy Eid al-Fitr.
Eid Mubarak to you and yours. Today, I'm gonna make some baklava to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Eid al-Fitr is a feast that's celebrated by Muslims worldwide. It celebrates the end of Ramadan when we fast for a month from dawn to sunset. The feast starts at sunset on the night when we first see the crescent moon. We eat all sorts of foods during Eid al-Fitr, but baklava is my favorite. Muslims in different countries
driving?
Each have their own traditions. Many dress in new clothes to represent renewal. Others decorate their houses with lanterns, and gifts are given to children by their relatives. It's ready. Happy Eid al-Fitr.
Hey, cover that face.
Too soon. Still hot.
So are the fires of hell.
And,
Jeez, Gerald.
and of course, American Girl, you know, it's always they get you in the door with the doll. They've introduced their new female circumcision accessory kit. And
you should get a professional to do that.
No, I don't know.
Like a village elder or something.
DIY. The Muslim anti-American Girl doll, by the way, is the first doll to actually come complete with a husband. Yeah, so that makes optional
Good.
second wife sold separately. Yeah. So.
It's great because the real version and the doll version, you can buy both.
Yes, you can. It's my property. I want to use it now.
Story time on how politics ruined my last relationship. So let me set the scene for you. I was dating this guy. We've been dating for 5 months. And in those 5 months,
politics ruined it.
Was told by my friends, Zoe, he lives in Indiana. He's a f***ing Republican. I was like, politics don't matter to me. What was I wrong? I am obviously, like, very much, everyone knows that I'm a liberal woman. My brother's gay. All my friends are gay.
Tell everyone
also, like,
immediately.
abortion rights, female rights. But anyways, so I
her
would like
friends are
always
gay?
ask him. I'd be like, "What? Like,
That's gay.
What's your politics? Like, where do you lean?" And he was just like,
Whoever
well,
wears
like,
Dame Edna
socially,
glasses, how about that?
I'm a liberal, but economically, I'm a Republican. But then we got into that little spat, and I was like, let me try one more time. Let me see if he's learned anything from me. And I asked him point blank on election day, I'm like, so who would you have voted for if you would have voted in this election? He was like, I would have voted independent. And I was like, do you know that how harmful and basically wasteful that is? And also, like, check your privilege by saying you're going to vote independently. And he was like, wow, Zoe, I cannot believe that you think my vote would have been a waste. Shut the
I doubt he said it like that.
It is a waste. Look at Philadelphia. All those independent voters could have put us over the edge and could have helped.
Yeah, they all could have.
And we
more
got
people could vote Democrat and keep it looking like Philadelphia.
This is my last straw. Again, I'm a very liberal woman.
Paper straw.
I have to date someone that is on the same page as me because I can't disagree with someone on something that is so important to me for the rest of my life.
But you knew it when you started dating.
I fully respect Republicans. I understand that you want to vote that way, but for me, I don't want to marry you and I don't want to date you. So
you were just looking to get laid.
I ended it.
Free meal.
And no regrets. I've been single ever since. It was awesome. It's been awesome.
Now, she didn't give the name of her previous boyfriend for 5 months, but the media is referring to him as the luckiest man on earth.
Mr. Dodged a bullet.
Yeah. I don't care. Well, you just said that. Hold on a second. Then you said you can't date someone who disagrees with you. And this is that thing. If you were to talk to a woman this way, if this man spoke to her the way that she's talking, obviously, it would be considered infantilizing. Let me see if he's learned if he's learned anything from me. There's nothing to learn. Everything that you've said is completely emotive. Nothing. When she says at one point, he says he's an economic Republican. I could list you a million reasons, like if you do research into the facts. Yeah, what if he came back at you with the facts and told you that you were wrong about everything? What if he came back at you with the facts and talked about the bullshit privacy rights that we're talking about when we're talking about Heller versus D.C., when we're talking about abortion rights? What if he came back at you with crime statistics and 94% of mass shootings occur in gun-free zones and gun control hasn't worked? What if he came back at you with the stats on illegal immigrants costing taxpayers $150 to $250 billion a year, the amount of waste and fraud, $500 billion? What if he came back at you and made it very clear that feminism has destroyed the male-female relationships to the point that you're miserable, single, with the closet that looks like it should be in an episode of Hoarders because you have lived a lifetime of bad decisions? And what if he could stare into a crystal ball and show you what your future looks like, being a non-contributing member to society, but by God, you've placed your career on a pedestal and you're lonely with 50 cats? What if he could show you that? What do TikTok nurses, COVID lockdowns, and lesbian school teachers have in common? None of them will be included in this next video if you click it. It's the internet. It's a cruel, dark place. I can't promise you the world. But today, I can offer you that. And isn't that a step in the right direction?